I set sail for Canada in 1826. I left my bonny Scottish homeland and across the Atlantic. From Quebec to Ontario, then up the Outaouais I go to survey for Colonel John By and build the Rideau Canal. We set out with a native guide. We were a party of 10 men. We were English, Irish, French, and Scotch, and American. Well, we climbed our way from Entrance Bay, crawling through the mud and clay, and we fought every inch of the way to build the Rideau Canal. Another mile, with 124 to go. Another mile, till we see Lake Ontario. Well, for days we struggled onwards through endless cold dark swamps, through mosquito plains and driving rain. We worked until we dropped. At night we'd huddle back to back, our hair frozen in our tracks. The next day we reached the Hog's Back, and onward we did go. Another mile, with 125 to go. Another mile, till we see Lake Ontario. Well, 1,000 men would die here, 1,000 men would fall, and their bodies lie in abandoned graves all along the canal, all along the canal. So when you're passing by us, know the tears and toil that lie below. Remember those that went before to build your Rideau Canal. Another mile, with 125 to go. Another mile, till we see Lake Ontario. Another mile, another mile, another mile, another mile, another mile. All right. Hey, hello everybody. This is, it's great to be here playing for you folk who are hopefully out there listening, or will be listening in the future. I'm Paul Weber, and this is my little trio, Marie Soleil Fecteau on vocals, and Rob Lethbridge playing some stand-up bass for you. So the CD is out. That's why we're doing this. Ode to Gerry Barber. It took a little while, and I thought it was going to take, but we managed to get it done. And if you want to buy a copy, I should show it to you, just so you'll believe me. There it is. Good old Gerry. Right next to me. Ode to Gerry Barber. And I know there's some of you out there saying, why would I buy a CD, Paul? I have nothing that actually plays the CD. Well, I'll explain. If you open up the CD, it comes with a little book, and that you can't get with the digital version. Also, there's $50 in cash in it. So, one of them. Yeah, one of them. No, that was a joke, the $50 in cash. But so check it out. And if you want to buy a copy, all you have to do is go to my webpage, paulweber.ca, or just send me an email at info@paulweber.ca, and I will get you a CD one way or another. All right, this next song on the album, we have some great guest musicians, including Dean Watson, who played some percussion, and Jason Sonia, he played some penny whistle. This is a song called the Heron Road Bridge. Okay. And this tells the story about what happened in 1966. They were building a bridge in Ottawa, just off Bank, near the Heron Road, and there was about 200 men out on that bridge on an August day, and the bridge collapsed underneath them. This song is for them. 2, 3, 4. Well, I was just a young man in 1966 when I quit my job pumping gas to work on the Heron Road Bridge. All that summer I worked so hard, giving all I could give, working on the Heron Road Bridge. Well, hauling rebar and pouring concrete, sweating through the summer of an Ottawa heat, working for the whistle when the day was done, when no one knew what was to come. All that summer I worked so hard, giving all I could give, working on a Heron Road Bridge. And then one cloudy day in August, where that bridge began to shake, and it all fell down with a jet plane sign, and people thought it was an earthquake. 70 men fell 5 stories, with no time to scream the pain. Me, I was buried up to my neck and swimming in a cement rain. Many men fought to set me free as the ground right around my head. When they finally cut me out, I felt like I had risen from the dead. All that summer we worked so hard, and we gave all we could give, but I never thought we'd give our lives working on the Heron Road Bridge, working on the Heron Road Bridge. All right. Well, 9 men died on that day, working on the Heron Road Bridge. Sometimes it feels like I never got away from working on that damn bridge. Now, I've been a lot of places in this world, and sometimes I lived on the edge. But when I go driving in my car, I won't drive on the Heron Road Bridge. I won't drive on the Heron Road Bridge. All right. Heron Road Bridge song. Please do not rush the stage. It's weird saying that to a computer. Now, we had, of course, hoped to do a big face-to-face live show for you all, but that's going to have to wait. But if you do want to support local music, in the comments, I think the first comment of the live video feed, there is a link to a tip jar which you can click on and donate some music to the musicians to help us keep doing our music. Money for the musicians. There's also a link like that on my site, paulweber.ca. So check it out. And now, where did I put my capo? Right in front of me. We're going to play you one that comes out of a particular neighborhood in Ottawa. Jean Willett and Paul Crête, if you're out there, this one is for you. We had some great guests on this song, including Patrick Fadon, who played some fiddle, did some really rockin' stuff, and Christine Fagan, who did some backup vocals. This is about growing up in an interesting part of Ottawa. Used to be called Eastview, now called Vanier. And a place with a really strong sense of community, which is the kind of thing that's going to get us through this next bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Son père il avait des panneaux du coin.
Son père il avait des panneurs du coin.
Chaque jour après l'école, il faisait des livraisons.
Chaque jour après l'école, il faisait des livraisons.
Il est né
Dans
un mille carré, dans la ville d'Eastview, maintenant s'appelle la Vendée, jamais loin de son petit coin. Et il la porte avec lui chaque jour de sa vie. À l'église Notre-Dame, il était baptisé.
À l'église Notre-Dame, il était baptisé.
Quand ils l'ont mis dans l'eau, il avait crié.
Quand ils l'ont mis dans l'eau, il avait crié.
Je suis né dans un mille carré, dans la ville de Eastview, et maintenant ça fait la Vendée. Mon petit coin, et je la porte avec moi chaque jour de ma vie. Dam dam dilly dam dam dilly dam dam dam
Dam dam dilly dam dam dilly dam dam dam.
On survécu contre vents et marées.
On a survécu contre vents et marées.
Sous le chemin Montréal, nos histoires sont cachées.
Sous le chemin Montréal, les histoires sont cachées.
L'homme, la quartier, la bête, c'est nos secrets. La bataille pour mon fort, oui, ensemble on est fort. Parce qu'on est né dans un mille carré, dans la ville d'Eastview, et maintenant ça s'appelle la Vendée. Jamais loin de notre petit coin, et on la porte avec nous chaque jour de nos vies. Levez des mains, dam dam dilly dam 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 dilly dam dam dilly dam dam dam. Dum, dum, dum. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Bonsoir. Hey, hey, hey. Merci beaucoup. So if you are out there listening to us right now live or in the future, drop us a line, drop us a little comment so we know you're out there. And if there's any sound thing you'd like to hear better, like less of me, for instance, just drop a little comment, and we have a sound guy who's looking after that for us, my good friend Dave Mackey. Alrighty. Where are we? So, if you're just tuning in, this is the CD release for the Ode to Gerry Barber, which you can now buy on my website, paulweber.ca. If you go there, you'll see how to buy, or just send me an email at info@paulweber.ca, and I will deliver you tomorrow the CD. Doesn't matter where you live in Canada. I'll get on a plane. Well, okay. I'm thinking maybe carrier pigeon or something. I don't know. But we will get you a CD one way or another. You can also buy it on Bandcamp if you like to download things. But it's not going to be on Spotify because Spotify doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense for what I'm doing. Maybe someday. This next song had some great players on it, and we made a video that turned out really nicely. Dan Artuso played some steel guitar, pedal steel, and some other guitar on this song. And it's a song about a fire that we had in Ottawa that not a lot of people know about. The Great Fire of 1870 started out near Pakenham. And it was an accidental fire. It started as a little bushfire and got a bit out of control in 1870. And it started burning very fast, faster than people could run, and made its way towards Ottawa. And the only reason our town escaped destruction was because a bunch of people got together and they ran down to Dow's Lake and they broke a dam down there. And that created a giant floodwater between Dow's Lake and Preston Street. And it helped stop the fire at that point. This one's for Terence Curry, who wrote the book about the Great Fire. I was playing in the gully with my little sister Mary when we heard church bells ringing on a summer breeze. And my daddy came a-running. He said, son, there's a big fire coming. And he put his hands on my shoulders and he said to me, you take yourselves down to the river, and in its water you hide, and I pray it will deliver you from the great fire. So take your sister to the landing, let there be an understanding. There's no time for explanations or goodbye. I'm a-going back to the house now. I'll get some food and I'll grab the old sow. And as I turned to run, he said one last time, you take yourselves down to the river, and in its water you hide, and I pray it will deliver you from the great fire. I heard it was 10 miles wide. It was nothing gonna stop it, and the winds blew high. Could no one outrun it when my father's words ringing in my ears as we ran down to the river with the fire on our heels. The great fire took my father. He never made it to the water, and I still see him running through the hay. Every Sunday morning, near the place where he was born, we kneel down in the burnt lands and hear him say, "You take yourselves down to the river, and in its water you hide, and I pray it will deliver you from the great fire. You take yourselves down to the river, and in its water you hide, and I pray it will deliver you from the great fire." There you go, the great fire. All right. I see some people are kind enough to leave us some tips. Yeah. Get some baseless. And it's very much appreciated. It'll help feed my children for another week. And pay these guys. And these days, there's not a lot of places that musicians can make some money, so it is very much appreciated. I'm just going to tune my guitar like I would in a regular show. There's something about playing in front of a computer, you feel like it's demanding something of you, but I know I would do this regardless. Probably even crack a bad joke at some point. Oh no, that's Rob's job. So.
Yes.
So just doing a little tuning. As I said, if you're interested in the CD, just send me an email at info@paulweber.ca. And I will get you a CD, come hell or high water. Now, this next song, we were really lucky to have a fellow by the name of Stuart Rutherford play some dobro on. And we recorded this one live in the studio. It's the only one we did that way in the studio, where we all went in and played everything straight into the board. And that's what's on the CD. What we played is what you get. And Rob played, Stuart played some great dobro on that tune. And this is a song about rooming houses. I spent part of my working life going into rooming houses every day. And seeing what was going on and helping out people that were living in those places. So this song's for them, people that are dealing with, in addition to all this COVID nonsense, having to live out on the edge in a rooming house. Well, I'm living in a place down on Cooper Street, in a room that measures 6 by 9 feet. Well, that's smaller than a spell in the regional jail, but how many places take you out on bail? It's better than a bunk at the Sally Hand, and it sure beats sleeping in a garbage bin. Yeah, I'm living in a rooming house. Well, the rent's way more than I can afford. helping out my landlord. Yeah, with the payments on this big black limousine, while we live here like a bunch of sardines. Yeah, he come around when check day is near, but otherwise he don't come round here. Yeah, living in a rooming house. At the end of the month, when the money's all spent, I go out on the street and I plant a brick. The food bank says they ain't got food. You tell me what's a poor fella like me to do? I come home and they change the locks, and all my stuff was on the curb in a cardboard box. Well, now fellas like me, they don't put up a fight, so I'm out here on the street for a long cold night, sleeping on the sidewalk in a deep freeze. But you know that I'd much rather be living in a rooming house, living in a rooming house. Living in a rooming house. I can hear the applause all over Ottawa. Time to wet my whistle a bit. So again, we're here today on this interweb thing to bring you some of the tunes, but not all, off the new Paul Weber CD, Ode to Gerry Barber. I'm going to show it to you again. Where's that camera? Up there somewhere. Ode to Gerry Barber. If you'd like a copy, I'm giving them away for free for a few months, but no, I am selling them. Just send me an email at info@paulweber.ca. Go to my webpage. It's also on Bandcamp if you want to download a copy. And because we don't get to play live anymore, sadly. I'm moving to the Bahamas, Marie Soleil's moving to China, and Rob is moving, we don't know where.
I'm a bass player, I can't afford to move anywhere.
He's apparently not moving anywhere. But no, we really do miss performing live. If you want to stay in touch, you can like us on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all those things. You can connect with us that way. There are going to be more live shows on the internet one way or another. And as soon as we can, we're going to be out there playing face-to-face, telling lots of stories. And I can't tell you how much I look forward to that day. All right. So now we're going to go back, way back, to the 19th century. And this song, I decided I wanted one song on the CD that was going to kind of be over the top a bit, over the big top, in fact. And I was going to get a friend of mine, Silvio Modolo, to arrange some horn parts for me. So Silvio arranged this song, and he also played Celeste, glockenspiel, calliope, and accordion on it. And my old buddy Angel Arajos played the snare drum and cymbals. And we brought in Kelly Craig on cornet, Ryan Purchase on trombones, Zeke Gross on alto sax, Kim Cashew on tuba, and had a great time recording this. Really fun song about the day when the circus used to come into town, and there'd be these huge parades that would go up and down all the downtown streets. They would pull up at where the YMCA is today. They would unload all the animals and all their wagons, and they would parade up and down the downtown streets. And when I read that there was lions on Lion Street, I thought, okay, there's definitely a song here. And this one's from my mom. It's called The Circus Parade. Standing on the corner of Bank Street and Queen, waiting for the circus parade, holding my mother's hand, straining to hear the band, waiting for the circus parade. Well, it was Barnum and Bailey with a big tall menagerie, so I'm waiting for the circus parade. 100 floats long, each with its own song. I'm waiting for the circus parade. Off in the distance, what's that I hear? The sound of the calliope drawing near. Well, first came the general Tom Thumb, waving his hands at all who had come, and a marching band followed. They were banging out for, and you know, and I know there's gonna be more. There were side saddle experts, lady cavaliers, gentlemen riders, all carrying spears. There were lions on Lion Street, hyenas and bears. So come down to Lansdowne, see the gladiators. Last came the elephant, 12 in a row, from holding tail to the mighty jumbo, as big as a building, tall as the trapeze, and the king of the jungle at Bank Street and Queen. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, tra la la, la 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 la. That's all passed us by in the blink of an eye. Don't wait for the circus parade. My mother and me, we got nothing to say. No more waiting for the circus parade. Well, it went by so fast, how I wish it would last our whole lives. Well, I'll be right here the same time next year, anticipating. You know I'll be waiting for the circus parade. Tra la la la, la 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 la. Circus parade. Okay. I'll be right back. Just you stay there. I hear my bell. It's part of the show.
Why are you taking your hearts off?
We're starting to lose control here. And everyone out there is wondering, why are they all laughing? Well, that will be one of the secrets of this video.
Those doors drop, I'm out of here.
And I will. That does bring to mind a story about a show I did. Many years ago, I was living in Brazil, and I was hired to be a warm-up act for a show. I didn't really know what the show was, but they hired me, and I got up on stage, and I was kind of doing a folky thing for people. And then the main act got up, and it was this woman, and she was doing big show tunes and stuff. And she was singing away, and as she was singing, she started to take off her clothes. And my friend turned to me, and she said, "Paul, I think that's a man." And I realized that I'd been warming up a drag queen show. And I just want you to know that's not going to happen today. But
He's still gonna drop his drawer.
it was a bit of a surprise, to say the least. All right. We got another song for you, but before we get there, I'm going to say some thanks to all the people that helped me in this crazy project that took us through the last year and over some challenges we didn't think we'd have to ever deal with, but we made it, and the CD is out. In particular, I want to thank Marisa Lefecteau, who's been singing with me for the last year or so, and Rob Lethbridge on stand-up bass. Both of them have been a key part of this whole project, and it's been, yeah, we've had a lot of fun. Yeah. And all the musicians who played on it, some of Ottawa's best players were on the CD. That was very exciting. And I want to say a special thank you to my buddy Dave Mackey. I think he's falling asleep right now. Dave, wake up! He's our sound guy. And who has been dragged out several times to help us do audio technical things on these shows. It's very much appreciated. And I want to say a special thank you to Northeastern, who coached me in writing some of these songs and produced this CD. And Dean Watson, who sweet guy, was great to record with, Gallery Sound Recording Studio. Phil Shaw-Bova, who helped master the recording. My good buddies Bill, Dare, and Dennis Carr, you know who you are, and my sweet wife, Heather, who put up with quite a lot over the months as I finished this thing. And a quick hello to Gerry Barber. I don't know if you're out there or not, Gerry, but Gerry has been great sharing stories about his dad and telling me stories about the past. Andre Bouchard, another guy who supported me through a lot of this. Sharon Tapp, who also has been there through this entire project. Chris White, CKCU guy, supportive right from the get-go, and a great guy, great guy to know who supports live music. Bruce Deitchman at The Citizen, who wrote quite a few articles that some of these songs were based on. All the people that pre-bought the CD, that was very much appreciated. Helped me pay some of those bills in advance. Dave at Lost Ottawa, who has been great at sharing all of my posts and stuff. And all those other Ottawa groups, the Ottawa Pictures, Old Ottawa Pictures, and Fond Memories of Ottawa, all the folk that have been following me there. And of course the people of Ottawa who these songs belong to. Now this next song is the title track from the CD, and it was kind of fun writing this song a couple years back. We had, when we went into the studio, we had Stuart Rutherford again joining us on dobro and Dean Watson doing some percussion, and interestingly we had Gerry Barber's son come in to do the cursing parts. So if you want to know what the heck I'm talking about, you'll have to buy the CD, I guess. There's actually two versions of this song, a censored and an uncensored version. And I would say that this song originally started as a tale of my own misspent youth, but as I started writing it, I remembered, having to go in the door of a place called the Chaudière over in Aylmer, where all the kids would go at night when things would close down in Ottawa. Oh, thanks, we just got a new tip. wow, $200, that's a pretty high bar. Okay, I was joking about that part. To get into the shot, you had to get past the guy at the door. His name was Gerry Barber. Sometimes you could get past him, sometimes you couldn't. He passed away 1985 or so, and I wrote the song, I put it out there on the internet, and one day I got a message from Gerry Barber. I thought, uh-oh, he's coming back to haunt me. But it was his son, Gerry Barber Jr. And I was a little concerned, actually, because Gerry, I know that Gerry Barber Jr. worked with his dad, and they were all bouncers. And I thought, what if he doesn't like the song? You know, maybe I shouldn't be telling him where I live. But it turned out he liked the song. And he shared more stories with me about his dad. And in fact, we did an interview recently, the two of us, and so you can expect more about Gerry Barber coming out. And this is the song. It's called The Ode to Gerry Barber. Well, it once was a bar called the Shorty, yeah, with the best of the bands in the big corporate. The bouncer at the door was a giant of a man, with a grin on his face and a bat in his hand. Hey there, Gerry Barber, won't you let me in? 'Cause I've been drinking here since I was 16, and I'm here tonight with my new girlfriend. So come on, Gerry Barber, please let us in. Well, I hear there was a biker, he wouldn't shut his trap, and he broke a whiskey bottle on to Gerry's back. And Gerry, he just chuckled and he let out a roar. Shut the heck up, buddy, and threw him out the door. Hey there, Gerry Barber, won't you let me in? 'Cause I've been drinking here since I was 16, and I'm here tonight with my new girlfriend. So come on, Gerry Barber, please let us in. Well, I hear that the Joyce rumbled up one night. There were 20 angry bikers spoiling for a fight. They cornered Gerry, got his back to the wall, but Gerry, he just smiled and ran at them all. Fists started flying, someone smashed through a door. Gerry swung a broom like it was a claymore. He took a swing at the leader and it knocked them down cold. Then he chased the biker asses down the Elmer Road. Let's go down the Elmer Road, Gerry. Now I want you all to know, I know this sounds a little bit like some fictional story. This all really happened. And it's really, really important that you not tell your children any of these stories. So I'm glad my boys aren't around to hear this. It's hard to believe there once was a time. The Shawnee area, for any of you that never made it there, and I have some sympathy for you, it sat 2,500 people. Amen. Can I hear an amen? Amen. Yeah, 2,500. And I remember one time I was there. I think I might have been at least 16. And Gerry came into the room and he said, "Kids, the police is coming. Any of you underage, get your asses out of here." Well, the entire bar promptly dispersed. That's right, every single one of us running out the back door. I wish someone could make a movie of that someday. 'Cause I was feeling nervous with my fake ID, stumbling up the stairs trying to look 18. But Gerry, he just nodded and he turned to me and said, listen to punk or you'll miss the second set. Hey, the Gerry Barber, won't you let me in? 'Cause I've been drinking here since I was 16. And I'm here tonight with my new girlfriend. So come on, Gerry Barber, please let us in. Well, hey, Gerry Barber, won't you let us in? 'Cause I've been drinking here since I was 16. And I'm here tonight with my new girlfriend. So thank you, Mr. Barber, for letting us in. And we'll never see the likes of you again. No, we won't. No. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. I always want to jump up. Yeah, but my back's too bad for that. All right. This is the weird part of the night where you'd be wondering if you should do an encore or not. So I'm going to ask anybody that's still logged in and has stayed with us through all that, should we do an encore or not? I just need to see one person, or maybe even I'll rely on our sound guy. He's saying yes, do an encore. Let me do Christmas Train. And maybe we can give Rob an egg to shake, because he could probably do that. I like to keep everyone on their toes. All right, I'm just detuning my guitar there. So one last time. Ode to Gerry Barber, now available. It's funny how everything is backwards. Yeah, you can buy it from me. Just send an email. Oh, we got a new tip. Wow, these tips just keep going up and up. No. Thank you so much, folk, for donating to keep live music going in this town. Because it's not an easy time for a lot of musicians right now. Yeah. Thankfully, we're all able to rely on Rob here to keep us fed and clothed. We call him Big Daddy Rob. Yeah, a lot of craft dinner. No, thankfully we all have jobs. And we've been able to survive, but a lot of musicians haven't been, so it's been a tough time, and the sooner it's over, the better. This next song had as a guest Jason Sunye, who played some beautiful penny whistle on it. And this song came about from my thinking about, I had this question, when did the first train come to Ottawa? And I went online and I started reading about all the days of the train, because Ottawa was in so many ways a train town for a long, long time. In fact, if you go out on YouTube and you look up Buster Keaton, Ottawa, you'll find there's a video, I think it's 1965, of Buster Keaton taking one of those little push cars, handcart, through Ottawa, down near the Chateau Laurier, and there's 6 tracks wide of train track, 1965. I think the Queensway was coming in around then. But it's truly striking to see how much of a train town we were, and how all the trains would go down to the train station. It's the conference center now, across from the Chateau Laurier. And so I discovered that it seems as if the first train to Ottawa came on a Christmas day, which I thought was extremely cool. And worthy of a song. This one's called The Christmas Train. Well, I remember that Christmas day when the first train to Bytown came rolling this way on a dark, cold winter's morn in the year 1854. Carry me back to McTaggart Station, let me hear that whistle again, put me up on my father's shoulders. I will never forget that Christmas train. Dad woke me early that morning, and we walked hand in hand through the fresh falling snow. Then he put me up on his back for the first dirty cloud. Carry me back to McTaggart Station, let me hear that whistle again, put me up on my father's shoulders. I will never forget that Christmas train. Ooh, I will never forget that Christmas train. You can hear it coming down the tracks. Here it comes. Well, the train came round the bend moving fast, and we waved at the engineer, and he tipped his cap. Bright lights, spinning wheels, and a bell. A real line horse carousel. Carry me back to McTaggart Station, let me hear that whistle again, put me up on my father's shoulders. I will never forget that Christmas train. Ooh, yeah, I will never forget that Christmas train. Yeah, I will never forget that Christmas train. Here it comes, coming around the bend. If you listen, you can hear the conductor. Did you hear that? All aboard.
So hard.
You rehearsed that really well. All right, so I'm Paul Weber, this is Marie Soleil, and that's Rob Lethbridge back there playing some music for you today. We hope you enjoyed our online live release. There will be other shows coming up. It's never too late to hit that tip button and donate some money that we would normally charge at the door. So that's usually, you know, a couple $100 to get in. Just saying.
Contact
Yeah.
any of us, we'll get CDs to you.
Yeah. If you're out in Orleans, Rob can get you some CDs, and Marie Soleil looks after Vanier.
Or special delivery to Montreal.
Or special delivery to Montreal. Just, yeah. So thank you so much again for tuning in, for donating. If you want to buy a CD, paulweber.ca, send me an email, info@paulweber.ca. And I look forward to playing for you with my friends here, face to face. Take care of yourselves, take care of the people you love in your life, and we'll see you before you know it. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Paul, for putting it all together.
Yay!
My great pleasure.